Hello and welcome to Adrian McMaster Gaming. So today, which I've done not the day far for free with our bro. I haven't done a live stream for a long time, so and the blurry camera. Focus on my hand. Look at the hand. Yep. No. What? Who? When? Doesn't really matter so much about focusing on me. It's more about not that one. Wait, where are we? Ultra wide. That's the one we want. Right. So we're going to be doing Planet Coaster 2. And as you know, there's what's it with the update? Updates? Yes, there is. The highlights of Update 7, which I've looked at, and it's supposed to be coming out on the 17th, is it? No, 16th of this month, September, that is. So you see that I've got like screenshots which I put up on updated the website of one of the maps that I've been working on, like a War 2 thing or something. I've also working on what's the called creations as well. So you can simply do that either by in-game, or you can type in Frontier Workshop. You go to your Frontier Workshop. It can be logged in or logged out. I don't know which you prefer, but I'm logged in. So you click on Planet Coaster 2. How would you find mine? So you can type in AMG and see what happens. It should, amongst the list somewhere, detect. No, there's somebody else's. Well, there's one. There they are. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. See that there's another one. It's because some other little rat bags put in AMG are in theirs. I don't know who it is. Because those are them there, what they've got AMG Z5, they aren't mine. Somebody MO, wherever it is. If you look at mine, you see it there by AMG, so you'll know they're mine. So I'm working on a great big swimming pool, God knows what at the moment. So let's load the game up. Let's take that off. It sounds as I keep getting asked when I'm in the course, when it starts up, it sounds a bit like a certain film, which I'm not going to go into, not for YouTube. I cannot, I've got to keep it clean. Very clean, and it is, especially with the new algorithm that listens to every word you say. So I can't talk about political things like I used to. I can't talk about the folks that coming across trying to find somewhere to live and settle, coming across from, I don't know where they are, they're older after somewhere to settle, and by all means, yes, if they're allowed, but I can't go any more than that because, it gets a bit, the knuckle draggers, as I'll call them, they get a bit ishy-wishy with you. Right. So those are 3 of the maps I've been working on. So rather than I've called it a Water and Roll Park. So I've got a Project Alton, and the Strange Project, and then I've got the Mad Project, yeah. So this is like a newish one. I'm just experimenting with different things to see what happens with the guests. Now, with a lot of updates, it definitely got a lot better, unlike a certain game, simulator. One that has airplanes in and helicopters and crashes halfway through when you come to that. So that's one project I'm working on. It's a swimming pool where the guests can walk. I tried to put the steps inside, but there's a little, when you try to put the path, it breaks the bloody steps. So I put them on the outside to see what happens, and you can see they're done right in there, restaurant at the top, so they get a good view. So there's actually 3 things there. So you've got, I can't remember how they split, I've done it. There's also, the camera could do with improving a bit. So there we go. So you got the shop, 4 of them there split. So not quite complete. I've got to add lights inside and everything else. What I'm going to do is drag that over. Oh, you may see the thing for the monorail thing. So built this, you know, the step things. You've got a in and out of your entrance. Let me just move that tree there. So which is the main? I think this is the main bits. What I'm going to do. Need a path first, don't I? Oh yes, I mentioned almost forgot settings. So what I've done, I've turned up the power supply thing up. I don't know if I about that because it's going to be a pain. Oh, we've got it at 12,000. Now remember, if you're going to put your map on the Frontier Workshop, it's got to be at 6,000 because I don't think it allows you to download. But I'm going to put 12,000 in, guys. I'll see what happens. You know, I've got other things, guest modes and God knows what turned off. Don't have the food things too high, otherwise everyone will be piling and trying to get food. No one will go on the rides. I discovered that. So we've got rides powers off and staff pay so nobody leaves and takes a break, cleanliness thing off. But you still get warnings for things coming on. I don't know why. There's one or two which could be a pain in the butt. So what we do first is I'll put me path in like it does. Make sure I've got the right railings for them. Alright, it's just and be on a square, the largest one there is, and what we does. So there. So if I put that there for time being. Now I'm gonna open the part with the swim. No, I can't. Not open the part with the swim with the foot. Can't. Not as yet. But I'll put that near the entrance and see what happens. So what I'm going to do is try and make sure it's all highlighted, and then we go. When things go right, that is, press M. Making sure you can see there like the path, and God knows what that they walk on. So if I do about right, that's it. It is an awkward one for create. You can't just build with a floor because the guests they won't go up. They'll get so far and go ooh, ooh, whatever that means. You know? So that's not complete. But I want to see what happens when of this. So that's like your little areas where they can. I make the balcony a bit small, but I'll keep it that size so they can see right the way in. I know the pool, see them things there you get annoying. Don't know if they're going to bring in hotels and God knows what, medical centres. I'd be glad when they, I just hope they do, and I'm glad if they do. Right then, so what we're going to do, shoot. As always when I'm doing a stream, somebody rings. Oh no, what do you want?
Oh, shut up, you old
No swearing, because I'm live on YouTube.
Aye. If you want to see a good... Hold on, if you want to see an actual decent
Don't
live
say anything about politics or you knows
No,
where it's
no,
coming
like-
from, where's or no nothing. You know why it's the
no,
algorithms
no,
like.
It's MD wants to not be bored to death, right?
Shout out you. Jock strap.
And that, don't stay in this live stream, trust me, you'll be bored.
How much power's the mic got? Yeah, I've still got plenty of power for mic and my transmitter. So I'm using this mic there. So right, let's right then. What was I going to? Oh, what was I going to do? So.
Because I've not finished yet, right? Hold on, right? Because Adrian is what you call an unsuccessful man, right? And that he's broke, right? He's very broke, right?
No,
So
I'm not broke.
like, so if MD can
Be
do
quiet.
so he can get a hair transplant so it doesn't look like Jimmy Savile.
Up your swans, you cheeky little rat bag. Cheeky twat. Yes.
Any donations help?
I need one of them. the
I know you do need a hair
an
transplant.
Emperor Splash, where people come. What have we got? Foot, so we drag that along that. Hardoo or something going over it. I'm not sure what the language is that's being spoken in this thing at times. It sounds a bit like Mexican sometimes, or
Indian.
English. You be quiet. Yeah, it's English. Not jockstrap, is it? So we need one of those, one of them.
Imagine getting paid in Bitcoin
So
every time you swipe your credit card. That is exactly
hey, you don't listen to all that dribble.
What?
Don't listen to that. Like talking about bloody credit cards and Christ knows what.
Aye, but you call it everybody. I'm going to link my...
Don't put anything on that's talking about the you-knows-who's, because I'll get...
No, right, ready? I'm going to maybe link my PayPal, right? No, my
Because I don't want
my
the...
right? And everybody that donates to my Bitcoin, you're a legend.
No, don't donate to his. What are we doing? Drag that across there. We'll do that.
And because we're getting doing a hair transplant, it's costing 32,700.
Up yours, cheek. Try as well.
And then he needs his ears done, his teeth done. A wee bit of Botox as well. A different t-shirt so he doesn't look like that he's came from the Addams family. What you call it? So everybody, go on to any other stream. I'm literally telling you, just get into any other person's stream.
No.
It's the best thing that you'll ever do.
how much
No, there'd be Shanza Weezers if you go to another stream.
crypto I have earned.
So then that was it with colour. Make sure I've done that up. Alright, so we've got that. And we need a blue. Yeah, I noticed the windows have got glass in, and that's an awkward one. They don't go in perfectly flat. So you've got to have certain settings. That's one I'm hoping they're going to fix. There we go. We have that in. So you can see why I've used with the wooden plats, trying to make it look like a modern type effect almost. Probably will close that gap at some point, I don't know. So that's where folks are going wherever they got to buy things. Now we need a changing rooms. Sheesh. Let's see. So I'll have to change it. We need changing room, a dryer, and yes, one of them's corners. So what we need to do is, if I shift that a lighter, and that a window, and that a window, and then we need one of them. So we fill that gap in. What have we got? What's going on? That's what I'm after. One of them. Oh, yeah. So what we do is go back to facilities, and we need. There we are. Oh, we're going to mainly the guest thing, but no. I'll put one on the outside, not on bother the inside. So we put a wheel. No, what we're doing. So you can see what the rig route is for trying when there's so many things to. Also, yes, that's the thing. Where I can actually said a bit of a rig roll for trying to build the thing, but the more things you use, the frame rate will drop a bit. I'm down to 53 frames per second, but I'm using the ultra settings, so please remember that. Oh yes, we'll need buy some shoes. What do you want to buy shoes for?
absolutely not. I can't stand it, so it's good to know.
There we are. So that's your dry thing. Something I ain't never seen at swimming baths where I go. It's an unusual thing to see them. Yeah. There. Right, boy.
Right, everybody, right. Say if you want, hang right, we're going to actually put cameras in Adrian's hall.
Oh no,
Right.
we ain't going to put cameras in my hallway.
And right, and we'll put one in the kitchen, right, and we're going to have a month stream, right, where we just literally, we'll just be us.
Not what you think. I just.
Right, so everybody, if you really want to see this, right, like we are, like even like basically stuff that shouldn't even be on the internet, right, because I've probably get myself even banned, right.
Oh no.
Like, hey, shush, it's not up to you, right?
No, you're a rat bag. Up
Right.
you up yours.
But no, but think about it, like, if you had to, I wonder how many subscribers, right, you could get in a 30-day, right, if you do a marathon, right, so you're streaming for 30 days, right, the only place that they don't hang it is the toilet in your bedroom.
Well, I certainly couldn't put the camera in the hallway because I have to walk from the bedroom to the bathroom when I have a shower. So, soon, it wouldn't be appropriate for how I'd walk through one now, would it now? About a towel on me, yeah. I'm sure.
Nobody would be able to see any because she's no got it.
Up you help yours.
And it's saying that, everybody, right? Is everyone's got to understand, right? Adrian needs the money because, like, his disabilities on in it.
Up you. Oh, listen, sorry. What's I do? I'm trying to watch it. Think, well, just behave. Right. So what I've just put e-turns on. I put that's your. Where's it gone? Right. Why is eeny, miny, mo? Why is it one of them? There. So I put that there. The heater. The changing room is. I've forgotten which one. Toilet. Changing room. There we are. We put a changing room, well, they all do, and then we need going on here. I do that. That's it. We do that. So you have to imagine the gap at the top is like ventilation for, well, it won't make any difference, would it? Right, so we got the stairs. What can I now? So what I want to do is up top there. Really, I ought to have done this with it detached because I try and think how I should be able to update this, even though it's with it attached to the thing. Well, no, I won't. Doesn't really matter. There are ways to do things. I'll show you that. Here's the problem. Just let's put in the chair for watching it because you won't be able to get on, will you know? I could have an idea. I could. Let's see. I could put a few food things there where people could sit on the bench things. Let's see. Could do that. It reminds me a little bit of. It's got the open section here. You've got stairs inside. Is it? If you don't know the Potteries area, you know, like to Stoke-on-Trent, so obviously Newcastle-under-Lyme's where I'm from, but you've got, like, you know, it's in the town centre, and then you've got the other town centre not that far away, just down the road, called Hanley. Now, it's got a Wetherspoons, which used to be for an indoor meat market or something. Those older than me will well remember it. Obviously, I don't, because it's a bit before my time. But it's got a thing where, you know, where two levels on it. Weatherspoons at one time that were alright. It's recently become a bit, well, not so. So if I do, see, if I do that, that. So I'll tell you what I'm going to do while I'm still, actually zoom the camera, that's what we'll do. Is if I shift, because there's no gas coming in the one, because it's theme park is closed, what we'll do, if I get that a bit, close that, need that bit. So I want to drag this over and out the way of the thing, because if I try and save, you'll see what happens. So what's it going to do? Even if I try to save it like that, it won't save what's inside, as you'll find. So imagine I try to drag that and try to save, that would happen. You've only got a shell. Why have I got them at the top of that building here? What's happened there? You have to also imagine, you know, like an imaginary lift inside. Honest, I ain't getting senile, not yet. You know, when I talk about imaginary things, yeah, ears. See if I can track that. No. Oh, bugger. Does it help? No, it won't allow. Let's see now. I've actually built in there, so if it was saved, well, it's not going to save everything inside. That's the one problem. So I need to, where I can highlight everything. It's a game with awkward one. So if I do, I'm going to try do, what do you know this? Let's see what we got. Haha. It has that. Doesn't really matter about the path, because you can just show you what to do with that. If you click on the path, or not click on the path, that is, that. When it does work. So what you do is move that bit of path back. Somehow. There. Where's it gone? Right, it's going a bit too mad. Might just be easier to do that and then do this. There. It's easy to do that. I can almost easily catch thinking, why didn't you do that in the first place? Oh. The drawer things in my bedroom have now got like baby locks on to keep the cat out of the bloody drawers. It's a little pester. Right then, so what was I doing? Oh, that. What I do? What I ought to do, because I'm doing this wrong, aren't I? I just thought. So I'm losing the plot here. I'm doing everything. Adding the tables before the. Right. Well, you can add the tables before you put the bit of a restaurant thing in. One I can get there inside. There we go. Don't. There. So we do that, and that. So what we need, the facilities, one of them. So you put like a little restaurant bit. Now remember when you drag this up to the wall, see, half of it, bit of it disappears, or has it not? No. What's happening here? Oh no, it's been actually it's behaving normally. Right. So what I want to do, put that. So if I do one there, what? Where's that go? Hold on. Where does that vanish to? Oh, it's there. Try that again.
Oh man, stick that up your arse. Fucking lost really killing on it quick, dude.
That's swearing.
Ah, well, guess what? The viewers don't pay for my.
Da, 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 da.
I well, they don't pay for my fuck up.
What's happening here now?
That's your fault, Ethan.
No, it's yours, not mine. That's it there. Right, if I do. Why? This, well, I know what's going on. It's because I'm trying to put the thing in about these squarey things, right? Now,
Right, this is I fucking love it.
That's it. Where is it? No. Now, if I was to build this from the ground up with a full live stream, I'd be here for, well, forever. I think some of you would probably end up falling asleep. See, where's this? Is that the correct level? Never. Now, yes, and there will be that happens below. There's not really much I can do about that. So it has, and then there's that as well. There's that as well. I should put it on the board. Right then. It'd be better if you could switch those off and just bring it and grab it up to the wall, but it doesn't let you. I haven't got that. Oh, hang on. What's this? No, see, you can't do the advanced move, which is a. Let me see what's what. No, see, it won't let you do the advanced move, which is a pain in the watch. If only, you know, just drag it across slow. Bleeding nuisance in it. Actually, what I'll do, I'm going to rebuild this from the ground up. So what we'll do, because I can see where the cock-ups are on this, a few. So delete all that, right? So I'll show you the way I did this. Because when I update it, it'll go at the same name as the others. What I'll do, it might be easier. So, okay, what should I use? A blue floor, I think. That's what we do with a pattern on. So we change that to dark blue, or light blue, no, dark blue. Because there are, as you can see, a few cock-ups with the actual bath itself. So what I can mention, everything's experimental, as I'm doing, not doing. I'm getting mixed up with my dialect. Doing. I won't put any rides in just yet. I don't want the fence, so shift that. So what we'll do is that. I have an idea. To make sure I get the swimming pools the correct size. Alright. So I've got part of the path there. So what you do is click on create custom, and we've got a swimming area. So I'll put that. What I'm going to try and do is half and half. So you've got half that and eighth diving. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. So I want that. I mean, is there 4? I don't want it too wide because I don't think, you know, I think that's about. About that, isn't it? Something like that, isn't it? I know on some, like the ready pre-built blueprints, like get a little bit narrower, but I know they're slightly wider than that. 4, is that 4? 4, no. 4 and 4, right. 1, 2, 3, 4, that's what I want. And I'm going to try do a custom flu medical in this slide. You've got one there. Sure. Yep, the slope's accurate. I want the blue flower. Come on, I know there's no profit. Go on, get out of it. That one there, 4, doot, doot, doot. Right. See, so I'm building from ground up. See, so that's where the main part where folks walk around the pool, make sure it's nice and wide. You've got to know if you're going to do a custom flume or put a pre-built one, remember some of them can be awkward to put in. So that's it there. So I'm trying to think the old Newcastle Underline baths. You know, the one that was before the Jubilee too. You had a slide and not one of them things where you go up, down, watches. It was a reddish colour, what I remember. It was, I think, now when was that put in? The slide. End of the 80s or early 90s. It was one of them, but you knocked that building down, and because you had the small baths, like a little shallow baths for kids, and you got the main, where you got the shallow bit and deep bit, you know, about 6 foot odd, and for adults, well, of course, I'm only at 5'9". We used to go swimming like two of my friends, and one of my friends, he's 6'7". He could stand up in the deep part, and his head's still stuck out, lanky sod. Right. No, they hadn't got a diving board, but they weren't deep enough. Trying to think, when I went to school, a high school, Clayton High School, I'm sure they had that. Yes, they did. But it's just made of blue concrete stuff at the bottom, a bit crappy, a bit rough on your feet as well, I remember. I don't know if they still got that swimming pool or not. It's a long time ago. So you can see the flumes there. I know if you use the other one, for some unknown reason, you keep getting a message about somebody landing on a hard floor, even though I've used it a deep, I've tried everything. So I don't know what the hell goes on. So I'll be getting a message about unsafe, so we're going to close the pool, make sure, I can see the 12, what's that? No, of course there's no path to it and all that. So, and yet I've got all them things turned off, and yet it's still flashing up, bloody irritating things like they are. Well, yeah, it does about right. So you get halfway down. Yeah. It's going to want. Oh yeah, I almost forgot the pool extra things in this. It's going to need a one of them. About one there. And then you put one there, up there. See? And then we do. Yeah, I know I keep getting asked sometimes why I don't stream. It's because, as you know, with circumstances I mentioned on my Discord about, you know, my mum passed away, what have you, 2 years ago, and it sort of still affects you, and I've not been, I've tried to make a comeback every now and again, but I just don't feel like, even with the 5M, I keep getting asked about that, but I just don't feel like it. I just do it a little bit. I've got my demo save, which is still online, where I've got all the MLOs and Y maps and custom scripts in there that are running. It's just a basic thing. There'll be no. It's just things that I gotta do. It's just if people want to join, but you've got to join the Discord server first. Wait, I think it's 10-15 minutes for a security thing. Then I think you're issued with a member role, and then you can join the 5M server. It's to prevent the rogue bots and whatnot. Right, so I've done that. What camera is this on? It's a bit wiggly woggly, isn't it? Normal camera. There, right. So what I want to do now, I think I'm going to try to think I'm going to do this, because when you walk into swimming, you've got where the doors are, haven't you, and all that, so I want to put that. I know on the theme park it shows as an open pool, but I don't think folks are going to use the open swimming pool at winter time, are they? Not unless you're somewhere like Florida and all that, and you know where it's warm. Because certainly not in the UK, that'd be too cold at winter. You'd get a frost death, or what? Frost death means freezing to death. Just say frost death, or frozen, frozen, or phrase. No, what put them in yet? Not just yet. I'm still trying to plan this out. So what we're going to do. I want to make it look like a proper indoor thing. So you've got to remember when you put specific things in, you've got to keep where there's no path, otherwise the guests walk through walls. So remember that one. So, that's what I want to do, is a double wall goes around, if you know what I mean. So, I need to change it to that then, don't I? That. Something like that. So, let's see what we can do here. So that's like, no, we don't want to do that. We're going to build the, well, I can't build the around because I've got no, we can't, I've got nothing for guidance. My brain, help. Like that, yep. So if I do about there, oh, that's an idea. There'll be, if I put the shop inside and so it's on one level, that's an idea, and then it'll have the restaurant in there. Right. What I'm going to do is alter the path. There. As I'm like on the website, it just mentioned things will change. That's it. I do that. That's it. So I know where's what. Right. I'm still trying to plan this out. Now we could have. Because if you was right, say you got the building and you were to drag that and you put this, say the walls are right up to the edge and you were to move that right up to the thing, what's going to happen? The guests and the AI people are going to walk through the walls. So you don't want that happening. So what I'm going to do here, I could make the pool a bit bigger. Because of the slide, yes, it might need to, yes, I do need to make that bigger, just for the slides and whatnot, but not, yes, I do, definitely. This is what I'm like at times, you also, but then you think, oh, I'm not much of that, so change things. So I'm going to do, certainly not that, when we do that, there, I'm going to do that, and then 1, 2, 3, 4. I want, what have we got there? 6, 8 each way. What have we got? It should be 4, no, it's a square. You'll see why it's going to be a square and a mo. So what I'll do, also when you do the pool, try to keep everything flush, because you'll find where you get that dip thing of the deep water goes, it goes all mad. Keep that shallow for the time being. So we got that, and then we want I know about the step ladders. I don't tell you what, take those out. Where's the others? So that's that taken out. So what I want to do, what's happened there? If the path's missing, I just noticed. There. So once I've got one of the walls, I'm going to drag it over to it so I know where to build it. I'm building everything from like ground up, so it's going to take a while. I want the pool close to the entrance. I may put another pool at one of the other far end, a little pool. I've not decided yet. But this is where I can tell there with the starter area. So it has got the monorail, as you can see, so I'm just still trying to figure out what to do. You'll see what I'm going to do in a minute when I get around to it. So what you want to do, say you're struggling for put something in there, so what I do is just use custom, just grab one of these things, right, then all you do, see, now that will give you somewhere to build the wall. With a sudden bang, crash, clatter, bump, whatever that was, going up the road. So I'm trying to decide what to use. Wood? No. Now I could use that, but they can be I could use. So what I'm going to do is the blue core, like that. What would I do? Now I could do like, yes, I'll keep that outwards. See it like that. And what we'll do, get rid of that for the time being. So if you wanted to speed this up a little bit for build, can't see anything on chat as yet. Two there, isn't it? And they get me bring that, so the old shift and do that. So you'll see what I'm going to do in a moment. Yes, the well for the queue paths on the update, they're going to have it so you can make them so they're square. So that'll be a damn good thing, I tell you. If you'll be able to build it within something which will be useful. Because at the moment you can't do that, can you, with this Planet Coaster? Right there, so if I do that. Yeah, so I know you're going to think, what about the windows here? I haven't planned that out yet, so I'm still planning things out. Just give me a chance. Right, so that's like one part. So what I'm going to do to make sure, see that's now highlighted, I can't, to make sure, say, what we'll do is like, energy super, so it'll override what you see on the other one. I won't upload it yet to the workshop, So that's what I'm planning out. So we want we got, what have 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 we got? So where's what? Trying to do it. So if I do, so this will be when it's added in, where to change it. Now, I would do, I don't know how to do that, like a slope thing where there's like seating so people can sit. What? Now that's going to be an awkward one. I'm not sure how you do that. It's something I'm going to attempt. Oh, about that. No. What am I doing? What am I doing? There. That's it. There. So change. So we have. So if I put there. That's where they're going to go, changing rooms, so I need that. So you put custom, certainly not seeing me. There's what it wants. So I want to change it. I'm still trying to plan this out. What we'll do. Now you don't want to put anything, see like how that would be, right next to the path, because what could happen is the guests are allowed to walk in the changing rooms but through the wall. So that's another thing in the butt that you don't want. So that's why you put like a gap there, so trying to think what I do here. Oh wait. That's it. So that would be like your changing room area. Why is it doing that? It's a bit quiet, yeah. So that's something for a bloody bit of farmyard. Right, so we've done.
That's the first thing I've had.
Is it?
And that the day because I was sick last night. Fucking the sickness bug.
Right. What are we doing? What are we doing? What we need to do? And then add the archways when I can find. There they are. So you can either add something like that type of archway or that kind. So you got that type or that kind.
I'm just taking two plain biscuits and that's all.
Why is it? See if it allows. She's still a little bit temperamental like it is. You may occasionally get a game crash. That's due to a bug, which is known by the developers. But yes, I know it's annoying when the games are released with bugs, but there's not much you can do about that. That's just what the developers do nowadays. Because remember, they're under pressure to get the things released, by the CEOs, shareholders, and everything else. See if that's the path put in. So what'll happen? The guests will walk into that part. So there will be like the FIFA food. There will be a bit of a wall thing added above. I haven't quite completed yet. And then we need somewhere where.
That's one thing you can't back is a nice plain biscuit.
What have we got?
A plain biscuit even with some jam on it.
4, 5. How did I do this now? My brain's gone. There we are. Inwards in it. Now remember, if say like using the normal mode, not the sandbox. Remember this would, because you'd have it to use one of your things on it, so it'd come at like a cost. So you got to remember that. But with the sandbox, you could turn all of that off. So if we put the dams. I've done that. Seems to be a slight bit glitchy with these when you put them in there. Which way? Up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. Now then. Right. Somebody's making funny Jimmy Savile noises. Make sure that's. Why are they doing that? As them just said, now then, boys and girls. That's how we fix that. Now then, how's about that then? those of you, those of you older than me will
I bet your cove's licking his
quiet. Those of you my age will know who that person was. I can't say anything about it on YouTube because, as it is with what is it called that thing now, Tutti Kia and his old, what is it, get the old knock on the door, as it called. A certain, well, journalist, it was a radio presenter, as we know, ended up in the old pokey, as they called it, you know, so that's where you've got to be careful what you say, you know, because it's for saying things about somebody and hurting somebody who didn't exist and stalking somebody supposedly because you're saying things that's about somebody that didn't exist and all this kind of crap and nonsense and whatever. That's where you can be with the two-tier key and all this crappy thingy and God knows what. You know, you end up with here, there, everywhere. So that's why I'm being very careful. I just don't trust that how things are. What we doing? Wrong one, other one. So we do, where's the blue? So we do that. Do that. I'm going to do that. That's that done. So then, right, that's for that area, and now we need entrance. Let's see. So I could put the entrance a different place. So what I'll do, just in case the game should suddenly crash, I'll do that while it's still on the map, and then I'll do that. So you save, there it is. Save, it's normally updated, isn't it? You've got to make sure, like I did, like so it saves the paths as well, otherwise you'll end up with none. It's a square shaped pool, but I will, as I said, make a slight alteration when I get around to it. I think I'll put the entrance this aside. So we put there's supposed to be something in this game where you stop guests walking to a certain part, but I can't find it. You could have done with something where you have, or is that a zone? I don't. Oh no, there's no zones for the staff, and it could do with something where it prevents like only guests going to doing the swimming or something, walking. What I'll do is I'll have that as the entrance. Then I want the restaurant somewhere with a path around there, so when it allows folks to walk another way. So we've got what's that? It should be diameter 3, isn't it? So what we do? No, not a diameter of 3. It is a diameter 3. What are we doing? No. I will alter the path to that bit a different colour, as it's going to be the bit where folks is walking. What do I do now? Ooh, bloody hell. think what to do. See if I put a wall down, I guess they're still going to walk through. What do we need to do? Is that? Oh, I know I haven't done. Just thought that I missed out something. I'll go in a bit. So what to put? Do the input in. That can go there, and we'll have. Because I know sometimes you get the thing about there's no guest service near your swimming pool. When I can, there it is. Why is it just done like that? There we go. Might need to make that a little bit wide, especially if you get about 200 people at once. That'd be a tight squeeze. What to do? Right, do that. Do that. Don't really need them bits on the inside, do I? Is that? That one, that there. Let's try that. No. Yep, that'll do. So we need the blue scenery. Hang on, where is it? Like that. Yeah, so this area where you got the squarey things, that will be like a, you know, like a no-go zone. So you build the path in those parts only. What do we do? That. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Like that, see. And then this, when it's placed where it is, can be moved right up to the path. So that's the other part done. There will be another section above, like a roof put on. There might be 3 sections. So what have we got? Changing rooms down. Oh, of course, we need the other area. Yes, there will be a roof placed over there. I haven't decided yet how to design it. I've got to think of the building. Like I say, it's only square shaped to be. It's not complete. It's still. What are we doing? What are we doing? What are we doing? What are we doing? So I want. Right, so the toilet area will be an open. Here's the problem. I can't have it so it's open so because guests will be walking into the pool area. Oh buggy! Even with a restaurant part. Yeah, might as well. Right, so done there. No, 1, 2. That's it. Alright, so we've done that bit. I'm going to just for the change rooms. I'm going to alter that a little bit. There we go. Gavin, are you still awake?
Yeah.
That's right, you're breathing every sort, buddy. Darth Vader.
That guy was starting on there.
Well,
But I've been up for about 4 this morning,
right.
so I'm trying to like last it till at least about 8, you know. At least if I last it to about 8, half 8, then hopefully I can get a decent sleep. Because last night fucking my heat was everywhere.
Is that Mr. Game? Hello. That's it. So that's your the toilet there. So you can see what I've just done. Made the minor alteration. It looks a bit better like that, doesn't it? Well, at least we'll do once the roof things are put on.
For me, this is everything I need. Water, stove to cook on. For me, this is everything I need. Water, stove to cook on.
Better moving, man. Keep moving.
Right. Right, so that's that bit done. Yeah, I've dropped the clonger there, so I should. Yeah, that bit. That's it. That's it. It's a bit better, isn't it? So it looks like when you walk into the thing, you've got your. Yep, and there. Right then, so what we're going to do is put the restaurant area in some work, or 2, or 3.
We get to
Or
here,
1.
this way, and we get full tour of a little log cabin. So stick around for that.
So I'm going to click save again. I know there's an auto save, but sometimes it doesn't always like save right up to your very last thing you did. Just in case we get the crash. So what I want to do for the restaurant, so I'll let a little one there for a few things. One over this corner and one there. Oh, shop. So what? When I mentioned about I'm going to alter the pool a bit, I almost forgot. So we put on squares. Yeah, see what I'm going to do now. Let's put 1, 2, 3. Alright. 1, 2, 3. Right. And then we go 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. It's like alteration now, but I should be able to do this. If you can see on my top left, right corner, this little curvy shape. What that allows is if I do, that's it now, it allows you to do that.
So I ended up here in the north of the Netherlands again. And then I actually found this place. They had like a day where they opened the whole place and you could
Not always, right. Undo them. Make them small. What have we got?
I became a volunteer here.
So what does that do?
Things on the property, like doing
What's a 4 do? 4.
then at one point
Not changing that. I think it's because you got the adjoining thing there. So, no, I certainly don't want to do that. And I don't want to be doing that because that'll make a mess. No, I'll leave it as a square shape then. So the idea there then being a bit wide, that's where I'll put the flumes. When those go in. This will be available upon the workshop if you use Planet Coaster 2. Once I've done, it's still got to be built. So I could leave the pool there and put rides. Actually, I might do that once I haven't decided yet what I want to do. Of course. So what do I want to do first? Shop area. Eeny, meeny, I don't know where I go. So I want restaurant there. And I want one over this side and one in the shop there, don't we? With, right. Rest. Trying to think here. Because even though, as we all know with swimming pools, if you're wearing shoes and trainers, you've been outside, you ain't supposed to walk into a swimming pool area because it could cause foot fungals, isn't it, like verrucas. Because I remember when I was at school, you used to get told off by teachers. Get out. It's always best, you know, if take your time and not rush. Because that's what I did when I first tried this Planet Coaster 2. I hadn't got a clue what to do with the thing. It was a bit buggy, but it's got better, and I've been learning from others, watching what they're doing, what have you, and experimenting. I've even tried to experiment with some of the rides lifted up off the ground. I've got one, I think it's one of the parks where I haven't uploaded ever, where the rides are sunken into the ground, there's water. Well, that's things when they will be uploaded. Let's try there. So if we do, oh yes, I'm also, yes, I'm sorry I've missed, the windows, they will go in, so that'll have to be things there altered. That's why I built round fast. So if you do that, if it actually like that, because you don't want, again, I don't want people walking through the walls. I'm trying to think how to do that. There. Ooh. Right. No. No, because they won't go out there, will they? There. I have an idea. Right, I have an idea. Right. Well, if I did that, wasn't it? So you got the square. So if I do that, see if this works. There, 5. Keep them equal. Right, now I'm just trying to plan something out. You can see what the rigmarole is trying. If this table, oh no. So just trying to think, even if there's tables in the way, the guests will still walk. And I put like a path there, the guests are still going to walk through the wall, aren't they? This is the one, so you could do with zones that stop the guests walking through, but you can't do anything like that, can you? I don't think. There's nothing, is there? Or
The kitchen in here as well. I've got a stash of my pretty flies, my favourite.
what I could do. Let me plan the walking area out first. Want that different colour, I don't want different things, so I want that one. See, if I was to put the path, which will be blue. Now if I was to do that and you put a wall in between the main checkered path and where the blue one is, the guests are still going to walk through the wall. Because it's, this is a problem, isn't it? So, because I'm trying to think how to hide all this green. I think I have an idea. You can build a path in, can't you? No, a floor. Yes, you can. Right, so I'll do first that. I'll put one of them there, and then that's allowed. Go on, good. And that allows me to do that. And then I can check that out. Not quite right. So I could put there. So if I do that, I can do there. So I move that in. Like, hopefully this will work. It's open thing with windows in. How far from the fit? Yeah, I know how far. So we should be able to get 1, 2 things in there. Yep, so that'll be the doorway area. So now you'll see why I'm doing, oops, not that, this bit in a minute. That does that. Happened. That's it. Right then. No, there's nothing. So this isn't really anything you could do with the panelling. Still trying to plan this out.
No.
Oh. What? Oh, I know what I could do. Almost forgot, you got the flooring thing there, which you could add as a blue colour, or why is the floor, see if I can even the floor off there, you can see a bit of grass poking through, make sure what's going on.
My name is Matt, and this right here is my van, a 2021 Ford Transit. It's also my
Hopefully that's even now, so what we do, oh. Wonder why it does that. That's what I could do.
I'm testing the structural integrity of the beds by sitting on the corner of it, and it can hold my weight, so I must have done something right.
90 be fair, because the seated area will be there. Right then.
It's taken nearly all of today's daylight hours, but I have finished the raised beds. All four of them are in the ground and they're level, and they're not entirely level to each other, but
Why isn't that me? There we go. See, I'm still trying to plan, is what I'm trying to do. Well, you can see a slight bug there, which is annoying. I'm going to do there, and there. That looks better, doesn't it?
one of the like consistency here, but this house was probably the biggest.
going on. That's better. Right. That was the reason I've done that, is to make sure the guests don't walk straight into one of the tables. I could put, when I get things put in there, there we are. And then now let's see, what could I do? Something a bit smaller. So see, I don't want that thing here. Oh, don't want that. That'll do. Oh, ow. I'm trying to think how far. I do. Right. I'll have the food things in the middle. So go, was it 20 either side, empty the tables. Right, so we'll do food. Something like that. Oh, almost forgot, didn't I? So there is a glass paneling you can put in. So where is it there? Right. So you've got different types of shapes of glass paneling. You've got the square. So there's a square one with no rear rim, and you've got a square one where is it? There with somewhere there with a rim thing. Now I don't think that. What size is that? It's not 200, is it? And you can see what happens when I'm trying to place the thing in there. What size is that? Yeah, thought not, so they aren't an exact square, are they? I think the window pane's square shaped, so even if I was, even that wouldn't, definitely not.
Adrian's a gay boy.
Right, shut up, you, yeah.
He wants to lick on men's pipes.
Shut up. You chop strack it. There. But not quite one fit. No. Take that to there, so 150, try one. Try that. No, certainly not 155. 151. See, snap position, it's supposed to like, does it like? It's about one, not 1.5, it's about 150. When you could get the things to line up properly, that's
Moment of truth. Please open.
no.
With the arrival of spring, I decided to build another set of raised beds for the garden, because my long-term goal is to grow as much of my own food as possible.
Oh,
What I'm going to do in a minute or two, Adrian, is I'll mute the thing. I'm going to play music. I don't want you to get copyrighted. And that, so if you hear me going like quiet, then you know it's because I've got music playing.
right. So, let me try the other one. Whoa, what's happening there? The camera, yeah, it's on normal camera. Sometimes it goes a bit mad. I'm trying to get this. Hey, what's going on? Clicked. What could I put above there? What? Try something different. So we do. So it looks like if I take, I have to do this a different way. Then there's the other way I can do this, and I know it will work. See, that's obviously, I don't know if it's a bug with trying to put those in, because I know when the first edition of this game, it'll go in normal, but what's that happening there? Oi. Just a bit jumpy, I don't know why. You see what I'm going to do in a bit? Yeah, 1 hour. I didn't think I've been going 1 hour 40. Is it 1 hour? Yeah, it is, isn't it? 1 hour 45 there. So we're done. Oh, let's separate that a bit. What I'll do, I change 11. That's it. So if I do, Huh? Oh. Yeah, see what I'm trying to do now, when I'm just trying to cure things. Right down. Oh. What's wrong here? What's going on? What can I do? Oh, it dropped. That's it. Oh, just thinking now, what's going to happen if you notice the path that the gas will walk through, right? Don't want a build around that, so I don't want that to be happening. Okay. That's it. Still trying out ideas. Sure, yeah, so the guests like know them zones. Why did I? Just going to make a slight alteration to this bit here. There we go. And I was thinking now, why is there a wooden thing inside there which ain't needed, is it? Because you can't see it there. And there. There, that's better, isn't it? Right. What's wrong? Oh, traffic. Could I put the glass all the way across there? Good. Glass. I'm gonna try CLA. Huh? Why you know? There it is. Right, just put paint in the book to try and get it lined up, isn't it? It's a bloody. Oh, wait a minute, you've got that. Now, where have you got? Where's it gone? Well, you have to imagine it being. Just this glass paneling is a pain on the butt. Is it sudden? Oh, shit. Going on. Try that. No. Little. So you can see the actual. Why does it do that? See, that's definitely a bug of some kind. It's gotta be. take. No. And you don't know control. See, that's a pain in the butt. Control D. No. So if something else I'm going to try, because I know it will work. So I do that. No. It just doesn't want to. And then that's having a bit of a dicky fit there. And I can see why straight away. There. So those can go, where can I put those there? So if I put one there and no, what are we doing? What about if I did there, I'll do, so if I put that there, what you do, you click on, you add your tables. So what I'll do, add, and I can put them in, there we are. So you add them in slowly, so you do 1, 2, 3. Start again. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. That's 3 there. 1, 2, and 3. One, 2, 3, 4, and get there, good. 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's what, what have I got so far? 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So I can get 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. See, I can't get any more than 20. So what to do, go back to facilities and I'll add another one. There. So what it does now, I can remember it's only up to about 20 tables. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh. How many is that? That's 6. Number 5. Put so folks can walk around. 6, 7, 8, 9. No. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So it can be moved. I'm still trying to plan this out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So it won't let you put any more. So that's that done. Right. So I've done another part of it. So what I want to do now, I won't put the top part on yet, not till so we want the shop area. So I'll put that around here, I think. Somewhere. Remember, you don't want folks walking through walls, so we do that. That's too big, isn't it? So we go there. There's a reason for this, that I'm doing this like design. Don't really need all that, do I there? Because sometimes when you got the shelves and the guests walk up to the near the wall and poke through. See, so that'll be right, another area. So you'll have a path right outside that for the outside area, and you won't be walking through the walls and then all this is. So that works. What you do for the shot again, you go to facilities. So you want also be a shop for what's it called? Was it the photo kiosk you recently put in, which is one of them there. So I'll put the shop things in first. Yeah, so to do. Oh, Emprum is ready. Is it ready in? Ah, it is. Is it? Yeah, it is. Where was I? Shop. You got photo kiosk. There we are. Shop. So you can either do them with a separate thing like that, or you've got souvenir till, which I'd rather put in. So what we're going to do is I can put one of them. One. What the photo key? Where are they? Eeny, meeny, miny, moe. Where? Now, as it is, you can only have like one ride linked to the actual kiosk thing, which is a pain in the butt. So what I'm going to do is I put one there for time being, and another one on the other side. There, see? And then what you do for your shop things, you add the shelves in. You could put 40 shelves in if you want. What you do, you don't put the shelves in before the thing, otherwise you got, which I didn't know. So what you do, why's that not going all the way? What's up with this? See, you add the shelves in. That's 4. What's that shelf there? Yes, it will rain because of that. Sometimes you might see a message spring up saying that there's no access to the shelf. That's another daft annoying bug. I mean, you've got it. Oh, it's 4 in there, so we've got plenty of space. this one. Oh. Once you're up to the 40, you'll the thing the rack things turn red. What have I missed? Blooms. There, they cannot add any more. So that's 40. But what I'll do is use those. One item on the side of it would be missed. See, I can't add any more, so I'll put that there. That's it, that side of it done. So I leave a bit of a gap because otherwise you'll have to throw, there'd be quite a lot stockpiling in. I can't get any more. So the other side. Oh, where have we gone now? Then I could see some kind of warning there for the shops. See, no shit. Haven't even got a chance, bloody watching. And it's already giving stupid message. That's not going to get any more in, so that's the shop area done. That's done the restaurants, haven't they? Done that area, done that area, done that area. Right. Trying to think how I'm going to do this. Could that be a very tall? Yes, the roof will be quite high up. So just trying to fit out with the lighting inside. Why? This was after it. Trying to think what to do here. Well, I'll leave that. on, so now we need, certainly not them, pool extras. We're going to need a few of those. Remember that the design what may change, as I've already said. I'll put a few over here. I'm going to do different. Why are you being a pain? So trying to think what I can do. Just trying to think of what I can do for design alterations. Yeah, that looks a bit marvellous. The one way I can do that. Where have you gone? There. What a, oh, I know. I have an idea. There's going to be areas where cool, I know what to do. Have I fix this there, and almost at the there. Why is it not so sure when the water, if anyone wants to put water, be like a water pump out if you need use them. that would need for that type of path is a staff only path. Yeah, so it'd be like your water pump and power generators when you build those on. Let me finish off. Where have we gone? There. What does that monster? Boss, you've been trying to figure out how to open up drawer things, have you, monster? Right. How did I do this before? There. Turn that fan off a bit. That's it. There's one. That'll do for that. Those won't need to. Right, that's going to be different. So the actual design of this may change from what you see me build in the video. So you can see like how awkward it can be. One a slip up while you're doing this kind of thing, it means you've got to start a part of it again. It can be a pain. There's a bit of a should have corrected that. And there's a bit of a as you can see it. Anywhere else where I slipped up. I don't need them there, do I? So that's that bit. So what can I do over the roof? Right, that's the, again, it could be the awkward part, so I'm trying to decide what to do for the roof. Wood. Oh. That outside wall needs a slight modification. There. difference, isn't it? Remember, so it's still not complete, there's still a lot to do. What's this? Sharp area. See, it's got to have the lights added in. That's going to be, takes a bit of time and can be a bit fiddly to do. Making sure, definitely need lights adding in there. Oh, the walls. Yes. Yeah, it's still getting, still more modifications to do. I haven't decided what to do for build around these yet. That'll be for like. So what you got to do is just keep looking on me for it to be you know, updated. That's what I'll do. Make sure I save the game. Oh, that is it. Save the park. The mad project. Oh. Done. And then what we'll do. So what we're going to need, Mazin, I forgot where the entrance is. There. I want to see what happens. Oh, I'll bet. This is a problem. Where is that it? No, it's in the entrance, is it? That's not it. No, 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 no. This is that? No, that's not it either, is it? Or is it? There it is. So I've got the wrong type of floor. That's it. I was meant to change that, wasn't I? So what we'll do. Bit better. So what we'll do, what we'll do. What's that? That's orange, isn't it? Alright, so what we need to do is let's see what happens. So we'll get it open. We're going to open the park like there. Open the park. Open the pool. The pool will eventually have a roof and stuff put over it. Just want to see what happens. There's an old black and white film, you know. One. Where's the rest of them? Oh, yeah. Right, now they're coming in for, so I'll do. Oh. So we're coming in from the far end. Open the monorail up. Where are they going? So you're going to no. They're going to the torchlight. Yeah, there will be lights here, so they're going into the changing rooms. They ain't gonna go on none of those if they've got a. Where's the monorail? Has anybody actually? Oh, there is. Look. Yeah, no, so they are using. Look at that. Only. Why have only a few got up? Where they? Don't tell me they're going to get off. Why are they? Don't ask her. Open that up. Oh. That's it, paths now linked. Where's the shop? see what's going on. Oops, no, no, full, that's it. I'm going to say, what the hell's happening there? Why is there a price tag on that? It shouldn't have been. I think that's a bit of a bug or something daft. See, they're all coming on now. Yeah, well, been watching Knock on a Vehicle, been going quite a while, 2 hours 58. So that's built. So what I'll do, right on. Is that I will. That's the one that I was working on. I'll keep that one as it is. So I will upload. I'll put two. Also, where's the? So we do that. So I put my little thing there. So you got to remember when you do that, upload. Doesn't take long, or we shouldn't do. Has it uploaded? Well, there it is. See if I can add these other images. Why? So you don't do that. So I need to go. What's happening here? What? Where's the website playing up? Oh. How can there. So you can add more image. Oh, and embed it. This is live, why don't you see if I can do. I'm not sure if you can have live. I'll try. No, embed, is that? Copy embed code. Is that what you got to do? Yep, oh, yeah. And then add images, so what we need to do now. That's what I'm after. This. So I can have these images, so I need to go. So which ones are they? There we go. So that's that done. Why English? Only no, you can only have English American. Okay, so I'll do. There we go. So you need to make sure you've got the full, all the DLC set, the music thing one. So there it is. See if you want that. So what I'll do. I'll put that. So I've got to go. Well, I've have to about I'll do while I'm on stream now. Well, I will update the. There we are. Yeah. So that's the link to the blueprint, or make sure it does. You know what? Some things like when you click on the links, things that don't want to work. Let me have a look. Yep, there it is. Share code. It should be visible for people in the game. So that's that done then. Alright. So I hope you've enjoyed the video. If you have, like for the last 3 hours 6 minutes, please click like. If you want to see more from me, please click subscribe, and I'll be back with another stream another day. So I'll see you all then.